Arr! Welcome aboard my ship. I'm Captain Solomon, and we are back with another episode of Lovers of Aether, a lovely dating sim based off of a fighting game called Rivals of Aether. I still have no idea who I'm gonna fall for. I've got a few people in mind, but let's see. Right now, we're about to try to get through an English presentation, and apparently we have no idea what it's about. And the only person I talked to that talked about it, based on this sentence here that you can read that says, maybe if I talk about what my friends told me before class, I can make it through this. Only one of them said anything, and I'm not sure I understood what Raster was getting at. So, all that being said, let's get back into it. Right. This story, like all stories, begins with a beginning. And like all beginnings, this beginning begins with eyeballing dolls at the Goonie Roost like a big wheel on the quail hunt. Now that's what Raster said. And we have two cities, I think. Tale of Two Cities. That's okay. Or the strong spin dashing the weak. Get spin dashed, my boys. I'm picking up what you're putting down. We're gonna try what Raster said. After a grueling journey, our heroes had to contend with non-stop pranks, gags, jibs, jabs, capers, spoofs, goofs, gaps, and laughs. They had to deal with anime, or they had to deal with Crag Fair. Just Crag Fair. Crag is the name of a big beetle. So, he was in here. So, maybe. I kind of want to go with the non-stop pranks, gags, jibs, jabs, capers, spoofs, goofs, gifs, or gaffs, and laughs. Jeez. Or anime, because I mean you have to contend with anime. We're gonna do the non-stop pranks. Overall, the moral of the story is don't rat out your friends to the man. Do not rat your friends. Oh, by the way, this is being recorded after WrestleMania, so do not rat out your friends to Becky Lynch. She'll probably disarm them. I might have to do that one. The real treasure is the treasure we find along the way. Or, homework is for the weak! The real treasure is the treasure we find along the way, or don't rat out your friends to the man. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's see how we did, boys. That was... Mr. Kai pauses for a moment to ruminate. I could feel a bead of sweat start to trickle down my forehead. You could cut the tension in the air with a knife. The most creative interpretation of Animal Farm I've ever heard, Nick Shoe. Well done, you get an A+ for your presentation. Holy hell, we did it, boys. I sigh a breath of relief, visibly deflating as I drift back to my desk and melt into my seat. Now, Sylvanos, would you like to give your presentation? But my human also ate my homework. It's not gonna work, Sylvanos. Alright, boys, we got through our English report. We can talk to... Alright, we've got Claren, which is the cutie I've been talking to the most right now. So, I mean, look at her. Look how cute she is. Big old buff, rough, and tough boy Sylvanos. And, Rano, which the only thing I know about him is he was practicing spin kicks in the corner at the start of the game. I kind of want to get to meet new characters, but at the same time, look at the cutie! Look at her! I'm sure we're going to come back to this game, right, guys? You guys are going to love it. Alright, guys, we're going to talk to Claren. I mean, we got to pick up the cliffhanger, right? We didn't know what she was tinkering with the PA system for. Claren sneakily looks down either end of the hallway before slinking into an empty room. Being the creepy voyeur that I am, I decide to follow her. She kneels down and pulls some kind of electrical device out of her backpack, which she plants on the wall. It makes a conspicuous zap sound, and Claren gets up, bolting out of the room and bumping into me. Oof! Ouch! Oops! Hey, Dick Shoe. Didn't mean to bump into you. She bashfully rubs the back of her neck. It's no problem. Hey, what was that weird device you were using back there? Claren does a startled jump, but quickly composes herself. That? Yeah, that was a cell phone charger. Yeah, just a cell phone charger. That's all. It's not very convincing. Play along, question her, change the subject to anything less awkward. I'm gonna ask her. What's up? Come on. Really? I don't think I've ever seen a charger that you place directly on the wall like that, and doesn't use your cell phone. Oh, it's a really advanced cell phone. Just came out today. That's why you've never seen it before. There's an awkward pause. Well, hey, it was good talking to you, Dick Shoe. I gotta run. Maybe we can talk after class? She's definitely up to something. But what? The PA system suddenly cuts in, ushering us to our next destination. Proceed to third period immediately. Oh, what? Computer lab? Computer lab looks like it's straight out of the 80s. The computers are so old they were probably here when my parents went to Aether High. Wow, go me. I sit down at the workstation next to Elena, who slowly hunts and pecks keys with her face. It looks extremely uncomfortable. She gives me an exasperated look. She's the snake. She doesn't have hands. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The computer lab buzzes with energy. As the day draws close to an end, everyone is excited about the Homecoming, and rumors are starting to spread. Listen, Homecoming was a great movie, and Spider-Man. And... You're never gonna believe who asked Zetterburn to the dance. Whoa, what's he... don't even know. Oh. I mean... Ayala? No. I mean, Ayala? Really? Like, did she really think she had a shot with? And let's be totally honest here, the guy who's probably gonna be picked for Homecoming King? I don't know. Well, you should hear what's going on around about Dick Shoe. Okay. What am I doing with that character? My ears suddenly broke up. Oh, I don't think I heard about that. Isn't Dick Shoe going to ask? Abs's tantalizing rumor is cut off when the class door slams open and Professor Swiftwing stumbles ponderously inside. He insists we call him a professor, even though he only has an associate's degree from Air Armada Community College. Oh, alright. What kind of voice do I want to give him? I just flew in from the fire capital, and boy, whatever. The classroom takes on a bewildered din as Professor Swiftwing storms angrily to his desk. When he stumbles over Abs's bag, he looks like he's about to explode in rage, but somehow wills himself to hold back. Today isn't the day. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Just play the darn computer game. And form your own darn groups. I don't care who you partner with, not today. Teams, huh? Maybe this is my shot to chat up my crush. Oh, look at all the computers I can pick. Okay, guys. So of this list, 3, I would argue maybe, that I want to team up with. We've got Orcane, we've got Maple, we've got Raster. So by process of elimination, we're going with Edgelord Forceburn. That's right, guys. Cut yourself on his edge. Loxus 3.1, huh? Level start. Whoa! Oh, this is cool. Man, School Freak sucks. I mean, obviously, like, duh. You don't have to be some sort of Einstein to realize that. All these freaking rules. All these freaking subjects. Always asking these stupid questions. Asking me to prove things about triangles. Like I give a good god darn about some freaking triangles. Some sort of triangle scientist. Some kind of triangle detective. Am I trying to solve the case of why a triangle has 3 equal sides? No. So why do I care? I got bigger fish to fry. So to speak. I don't fry fish personally. I know fish personally. I have many fish friends. I would never fry a fish personally. I think that's wrong. Eating, living, breathing, thinking creatures. Plants, fine. Plants, if they think of nothing important. That's for certain. We're gonna play a thing about that could possibly be of consequence. life is too easy. I can't do this. In fact, in my opinion, plants deserve to be food. All they do is sit in the sun. I want to do that. I don't have to live in this so-called society and receive this so-called education. Sick and fast for an education. I've learned nothing at this school. I've gone to school for 11 years now. I know nothing. I know nothing about anything. I'm not exaggerating. I have literally never paid attention. I've always lied and cheated through my class. Because the work has always been beneath me, you see. I couldn't be made to complete such plebeian tasks. But now I don't think I could do them if I tried. Now I rely solely on the powers of deception. And sometimes I fear it's too late for me. But then I remember how much I hate this so-called school. And these so-called teachers. And I think of all that they have robbed of me. And then I think that they deserve someone like me. Always trying to invalidate the precious system, even if that means I'll never be an honest man. And never live an honest life. This is my curse. My burden to bear. If only I was a bear. Then when confronted with danger, I would stand up and roar. A mighty roar. That would show my true character. And people would listen. Were you listening to any of that? All of it, buddy! No! Computers were never my strong suit, and I feel like I've demonstrated that more adequately today. I couldn't beat the game. I'm sad. I should have paid more attention to the game. Professor Swiftwing, trembling so angry he can barely contain himself, stomps over to me and puts his hand on my shoulder. Looks like things aren't going so hot over here, huh? Computers are not really my best subject. I'm gonna have to make a note of this in the log. What's your name? Bradshaw. Okay, Bradshaw. I'm sure your parents won't be happy to hear about this at all. Probably not. Yeah, JBL getting the business. Good day for wrestling terms. With class over, I grab my bag and bolt into the hallway before Bradshaw or anyone else can call me out on my stolen identity. Alright, we can talk to Zetaburn, Rhino, or Sylvanos. You know what? Let's talk to Sylvanos. What's up, Sylvanos? Oh boy. A loud altercation between Sylvanos and a portly pig kid draws my attention. I can't hear what they're talking about, but it seems heated. The pig kid nearly trips over himself trying to back away, but the mighty wolf easily lifts him by the collar and shoves him in the locker. He lets out a hearty chortle. What was that all about? What, hey pig? Beats me. He was just some guy who flew too close to the sun. And by sun, I mean locker. And by flew, I mean I shoved him in. It's hard to hear Sylvanos over the sound of terrified pig kid pounding the inside of the locker. That seems kind of mean, Sylvanos. You're telling me Mother Nature sure is a cruel mistress. That's why I take these bad boys. Sylvanos pulls a handful of clear tablets out from his pocket. Creatine tablets. Gotta take them so I stay at my evolutionary apex, peak performance and all that. Plus, they're great for water retention. You want some? Mostly all natural. Sure, I guess. No thanks, sir. Are you gonna let that kid out? Are you gonna let him out? Who? Well, I got things to do. Lockers and stuff. Smell you later. Sylvanos plods off after downing a handful of the creatine tablets. It really can't be good for you. But he is ripped. I open the locker and let the pig kid out. He scampers off, terrified, without so much as a word of thanks. The PA system suddenly cuts in, ushering us to our next destination. Proceed to your home rooms for final attendance. What a day. A surprise history test, an English presentation for a book I didn't read, and a computer lab. And I haven't even gotten to the hardest part. Asking someone to the dance. I plop down into my seat and close my eyes, tuning out the homeroom chaos as I take deep, meditative breaths. Meditative. That was bad reading, Michael. Okay, I can do this. I've been going over the lines in my head for the last hour. Play it cool. Be like Raster. No. I couldn't pull it off. Just be myself. Be genuine, sincere, like Craig. Or maybe sensitive and brooding, like Forsberg. but a little funny too, like Orcane. Or maybe... Oof! Zetaburn breaks my trance with an overly enthusiastic pat on the back and sits down on the other side of my table, straddling his seat with the swagger of a spaceship commander. So, school's almost over. You gonna ask anyone to the dance, or are you chickening out? I'm just psyching myself out right now. Why are you so interested in who I take to the dance anyway? Or what if they say no? Why are you so interested in Zetaburn? Zetaburn grins mischievously. Oh, no reason. No reason at all. There's definitely a reason. So, who are you asking? You know, I heard a rumor going around about you and Bradshaw. Ugh. I'm just yanking your chain. Really, though. I've heard some things going around the grapevine, amigo. Or, is it amiga? I'm not doing so caliente in Spanish class. This is it. It's time to do it. It's time to finally ask someone to the dance. But who's it gonna be, guys? Who do I pick? So many beautiful people. I mean, we've been talking about how much of a cutie Claren is, right? It's almost gotta be Claren, right? But Orcane, though. What a lovely jokester. And have you seen Forsburn? He's so brooding, he just needs a hug. We're going to make our decision in the next video. That's right. I know this is probably a bad idea because this game's got to be just about over. But we're leaving it here, guys. So, I'll leave it to you to predict who you think I'm taking to the dance. Maybe leave it in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, and thank you again for watching another video. I love all of you. And I've been Captain Solomon. Y'all been aboard me ship. Now, walk the plank. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.